Three, two, one. And we're back with episode number 5 of the Meech and Colby podcast. I'm
How's it
here
going?
with Demetrius.
What's up?
We're back talking some NBA playoffs. It's been hot. A lot of close games coming
Yeah.
down to the wire.
Lots of them.
Football season starts Thursday. We're excited about that. Starts
Colby's
off
excited about that.
Chiefs, Texans rolling off. Two great quarterbacks, two great teams right away. But
Yeah.
let's dive right into it. We're going to hit you with some more hip-hop, two truths and a lie to end the episode.
As always.
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk about the games last night. Lakers Rockets. Get that out of the way first.
That small ball lineup's looking pretty good.
Yeah, PJ Tucker and James Harden looking really good down there.
I was a doubter.
Yeah, no, before the series we couldn't tell you. We obviously didn't get the podcast out before game 1.
Yeah.
But Meech said it. What'd you say? Lakers sweep.
Yeah.
And I said Lakers in 6. So we'll see how it goes. Meech is already wrong, but
Well, I thought so. I'm a big critic of the Mike D'Antoni anything.
all
I
right.
can't stand him. I cannot stand him as a coach. I think like his 7-second offense is effective, but it's not championship offense or defense. You know what I mean? So I don't have faith in him or the Rockets or James Harden.
I think Mike D'Antoni's a good coach, but not to win a championship, like you said. Maybe on like a young team to help develop some players.
Yeah.
Because they're running fast, get them like become better scorers and everything, quick on offense. But back to the game last night. LeBron didn't score anything in the fourth quarter, so that really hurt us.
Yeah.
And start the game, it was a close game. LeBron had that huge dunk on Westbrook.
Yep.
Blocked Westbrook twice.
Yeah.
But no, James Harden shot a lot of free throws. That's what That's what the Lakers got to figure out next
Well, it's
game.
Harden's game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but OKC was able to cut it down the whole series.
Yeah.
Lou Dort was doing a good job defending him. We just have to find the right guy to throw at him.
Well, Lou Dort is Defensive Player of the Year.
You didn't even know who he was before this series.
You're right.
But no, I mean last night the Rockets' big 3 was probably Westbrook, Harden, and Kuzma.
Yeah.
Kuzma did some work for the Rockets yesterday. I don't know who he thought he was. He might have thought he was prime Kobe Bryant, but he was
Facts.
throwing up some crazy fadeaways, catch and shoot threes right off the rip.
But I think a big problem with like the modern day NBA is that like players think that they need to shoot as soon as they get the ball, and like they don't use enough of the shot clock. I think
That's what Houston's whole offense is pretty much. Just
Yeah.
right when you have the open 3, take it.
yeah.
No matter who it is.
I don't like it because like Marcus Smart does the same thing on the Celtics, and like he'll get the ball and like he'll shoot over like 7 people.
He won you a game a couple nights ago like that, though.
Yeah, well he's like J.R. Smith in the way that he gets like really streaky, but not as
Yeah,
good.
no, I know exactly what you mean. But PJ Tucker, he's a killer in those corners, always having those wide open corner threes.
Yeah.
Leads the NBA in them actually this season.
Mhm.
So I mean, I think the Lakers are gonna bounce back. They lost game 1 to Portland.
Yeah.
They usually bounce back after that. But AD, JaVale, Dwight, they just need to be something, especially Anthony Davis against that lineup. PJ
Yeah.
Tucker and James
I
Harden.
was surprised
guarding
Anthony Davis didn't play as well as he should have.
Yeah,
'cause
he had a quiet like 25 and 15.
Yeah, he should have had like 40 points, especially on that small ball lineup.
Yeah,
like, 'cause
or-
he should have used his size and strength just to dominate over everybody.
So I'm interested in seeing maybe the Lakers come back with a smaller lineup. They don't even start one of their centers. They start AD at the 5.
Fact.
Maybe then they throw him out with LeBron and maybe Rondo, KCP, Danny Green,
Mhm.
or Caruso, KCP, Danny Green. I think they need to keep Kuzma off the bench. He's just kind of like our spark plug scorer.
If you want to call him that.
He's the hit or miss. He's what's going to help us.
Last night he was like the sugar in your gas tank.
Yeah, but when he's hitting, he's hitting. So
Yeah,
we
no,
really
I'll give
need
you
him
that.
some games. But last night also, even another great battle. The Heat came back, beat the Bucks. They're up 3-0. No team in NBA history has ever come back from 3-0.
Didn't I predict a Heat sweep?
No, you
No.
didn't.
What'd I say?
You said Heat in like 5.
Okay, but
5
still,
or 6.
still.
It could still happen. This man Meech is trying to give himself props for stuff that he didn't
Mitradamus.
say.
Mitradamus.
Meech is a man of like in the moment, recent bias.
I'm a man of many opinions.
Yeah. his opinion changes after
And a lot of them are on
game.
the same thing.
But no, that game last night was good. Jimmy Butler just took over. Bucks didn't score the last 4 minutes.
Let me say this real quick. I think Jimmy Butler is probably the most underrated player in the NBA.
Really?
He's the most underrated superstar.
Okay, because I was gonna say my opinion, the most underrated player in the NBA is Daniel Tice.
Really?
Honestly, I think nobody knows who Daniel Tice is.
Yeah.
I don't, because who was he last year? Last year he
He
played
was
maybe
Daniel
like
Tice.
5, 6 minutes
No,
a
he
game.
He was a starter.
Last year when they had Horford,
Yeah,
no, he wasn't.
I'm pretty sure he was.
No, he wasn't. He was not a starter on your Celtics last year, bro. When they had Al Horford at center.
Yeah, they all had that Al Horford and Aaron Baines, but it's like some like it, so the way Brad Stevens like runs the
Yeah,
lineup
he
is like
didn't start though, bro.
he started a good amount of games, but like
All right, no,
depends on the matchup.
fact check that. Fact check that.
All right, I'll check real
We're gonna
quick.
keep talking right now. But anyways, I'll take over
All
while he
right,
fact checks this because this man's crazy. But anyway, so Tice, I think he might be the most underrated player in the NBA. I think a lot of NBA fans don't know him.
but yeah, but why though?
He has a great game overall. He's probably one of the most average centers in the league, probably in the like 10-15 range. But nobody knows who he is.
We spell Tice.
Thi before Ies. But I think he has one of the best mid-range games in the league, and one of the well, for a big man at least, one of the best shooting games in the league. And he's just really quiet, does his job. He's not really that crazy about anything. So Meech is pulling up the stats right now.
Yeah,
But
so he started like 24 games last season,
yeah, so he didn't start a lot of games for the Celtics at all.
but he
That's like
was
a quarter of them.
yeah, well, still like he was a starter at some point.
Yeah, when
I
probably
remember
Horford was hurt.
yeah, Horford was hurt, or like the matchup called for a smaller center, like if like against trying to think of like a good matchup because like it's definitely a matchup thing, like because you can either replaced Baines in the starting lineup and had Baines come off the bench, or the other way around.
All right, yeah, but I think so nobody really knew who he was before last
Yeah,
season, I think. A
yeah.
backup center for Boston,
Mm.
playing some minutes off the bench, starting quarter of the year. But anyway, so we're getting back to the Heat game.
Yeah,
Jimmy Butler just took over. Giannis even started guarding him. Giannis couldn't guard him at the end of the game. What are your takeaways from this game?
I think that the Heat have a really good chance of sweeping, and I think that that if they keep playing the way they're playing Milwaukee, that they're gonna get swept. You know what I mean? Like you can't rely just on
Giannis going to the rack every
yeah,
single play.
because they're gonna build that wall, or they're gonna put Jimmy Butler on him and take the chair out from under him,
Yeah, I know that was a great play.
or just do a whole bunch of other really good defensive things. And I think Eric Spoelstra deserves a lot of the credit on this. I feel like it's a joint effort between Jimmy Buckets and Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, I mean, they have so many. I think it's more than them. Just the rest of their lineup is filled up so good from Bam,
Yeah,
Iguodala,
those trades, like those late season trades,
Jay
really.
Crowder. Those are all
Yeah,
great three and Iguodala and Crowder are great 3-and-D vets to have on your team. They can guard Giannis any time of the game.
Iguodala's a great closer too. Like if
Yeah,
I
he
feel
was
like
running the point to end the game for them
facts.
yesterday.
I feel like if like the fate of the world depended on it, and like I had to choose one person to take a 3 point shot to win to win the game, like fate of the earth, like Space Jam style. You know what I mean? I'd probably pick Iguodala.
Yeah, there's no way I'd take Iguodala for the fate of my life, bro.
If no, I'm saying like if you, but you know what I mean. Like he's one of those reliable guys that you know that like will make a shot in a big moment.
Right, right, but yeah, there's no way. He's not even in like my top.
Maybe that was a little bit of an exaggeration, but you know how I do.
Yeah, that's what you do. Uh, Celtics Raptors played a couple nights ago. They're playing again tonight.
Yep.
Celtics up 2-1. Last game was pretty good.
Yeah, really good. It was a
Uh,
really good game. Um, I like it was just a really good game. You know, like people are making a big deal out of that OG Anunoby shot.
Raptors coming back. Celtics messed up. They couldn't
I
give
feel
them hope.
that was like a Disney World, like make a miracle happen. You know what I mean? Like, because we were supposed to win that game. You know, Tice made that. Well, Kemba made that really great pass to Tice. Um,
Oh
like
yeah, oh yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I feel like they really lucked out on that pass because that was a perfect pass. If that pass would have been a little bit to like off center, like OG Anunoby would have had to gather the shot better. I mean, like it would have been a harder shot because he wouldn't have caught it like right in shooting form. You know what I mean? Because it was a perfect pass over 7-12 taco fall.
Yeah, it was just terrible defense by the Celtics, to be honest. Also,
Yeah, facts.
Terrible defense.
It's surprising because
They gave him the wide open shot, and Gasol was still open for the mid range.
yeah. Well, because I feel like Gasol was still open for the mid range because Jaylen Brown chased after the ball.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown was just in between two players at once, nowhere near the ball. I think the Celtics might. I think the Celtics messed up, man. I think the Raptors have their hope now. They have their experience.
Mm-hmm.
They did it last year against the Bucks down 2-0. Obviously, they don't have Kawhi Leonard, but they're obviously not going against Giannis.
They're gonna come back to win the series.
Yeah, I think the Raptors have the series in 7.
Okay.
Then, if not, man, I think the Celtics are going to the finals.
Really?
The Celtics can take care of the Heat easy. Like we said, our first podcast, we said the East is all a game of matchups.
Yeah.
Anybody could come out. There was probably 5 teams we said could come out of the East depending on their matchup.
Yeah, Toronto was definitely like the team I was like most afraid of as a Celtics fan.
Right.
But I feel like the way that we've been playing, and especially our defense, like I don't know, like what you even call that defense that we've been playing against them. But whatever it's called, it's working. You know what I mean? And I like it a lot. It's like in our offense, like we've been making a lot of shots, like a lot of really well, like a lot of really good open shots. We've been moving the ball real well. So I think if we just keep doing that, and we keep Jaylen Brown on Pascal Siakam, we're definitely coming out. We're definitely coming out of this series on top.
Yeah, if you guys come out this series, I think you're coming out of the East because I don't see Milwaukee coming back at all, and I think they match up against the Heat well.
Mm.
Jazz Clippers, Game 2 tonight also. Kawhi's just dominating the series. I don't even know. The Nuggets might take one game.
Like as I said in the beginning of the podcast, Kawhi is just a different animal, and he's been in the playoffs.
When did you say that?
First episode, second episode.
Oh, I thought you said beginning of this podcast. All right.
Yeah, the beginning of of us doing it.
All right. I was gonna say this man Meech is a man of recency.
I like I don't know. I like him better in the playoffs than LeBron. Remember when we were talking about that? Like we had like the LeBron versus Kawhi.
Yeah,
discussion.
I mean, Kawhi's done it 1 year. To be honest, 1 year he's been that guy. We've seen LeBron do it 7 years in a row. To be honest, I haven't really seen playoff LeBron yet. I feel like he had 1 or 2 games against Portland, but playoff LeBron is when he brings it night in and night out.
Well, playoff LeBron is when he has like a team of like third stringers.
Yeah, when he's down in a series and he's like, all right, I need to.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming Jazz Clippers. I think it's gonna be done in 5 at best for the Nuggets.
Maybe. I don't know. I can see it going 6 games.
Yeah, I mean Zubac's defending Jokic well. So is Montrez throwing those guys at Jokic.
For now.
Yeah, but I mean I'm not really that afraid of Jokic because even if he moves down low, PG and Kawhi, they're small but they're also great defenders all around. And Jamal Murray's still gonna get his buckets, but Pat Bev's going to be a nuisance all around.
He's been a problem.
He was. So we're going to see how that goes. I think Denver's just too young. I think they need to make a move in the off season.
Who would be a good like pickup for them?
So I think if they want to go crazy, I think they go out and trade for Bradley Beal, but I think they'd have to include Michael Porter Jr. in that deal somehow.
I think that's fair though.
But also, if they don't want to spend a lot of assets and stuff, maybe go after somebody who's still all-star caliber but not as good. I would say go after Victor Oladipo. You could probably give them less assets for Oladipo than you'd have to give up for Beal. I can see Oladipo,
but I feel like Oladipo and Murray have a similar play style. And
I think Oladipo's a much better defender.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying like
and Murray's a better shooter. I think they would work well together. I think Oladipo's the kind of guy you could put anywhere. Drew Holiday.
I don't know. He looked pretty bad on the Magic and the Thunder, so I don't think you can just put him anywhere.
Yeah, but no, he was young. He was young then too. He's really blossomed.
Yeah, you got a good point. But you got a good point. You got a good point.
So we'll see. So that's gonna be a good. Actually, no, I don't think it's gonna be a good series at all. I think it's gonna end up being what everybody thought it was at the beginning of the year: Clippers, Lakers, Western Conference Finals. Let's see. I hope that's what it is. You too? That's box office right there. I know you want to see the Nuggets make it.
I want to see the Nuggets make it so bad, but I think it is going to be Clippers Lakers, and I think Clippers are going to come out of that series.
We'll see. No home court advantage. That was probably the Lakers' biggest advantage going into that playoff battle.
Yeah, that they have.
Because there's going to be Lakers fans all 7 games.
Every game is a home game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So we'll see. So we're gonna move into. Let's talk some Madden in NBA 2K this year.
That's all you, Colby.
That's all me. All right. So, anyways, I'm just sick of it, man. I bought the new NBA 2K21, and it's literally just the same game as NBA 2K20.
I bet that's why I don't buy them.
No roster update. It's worse than normal, bro. Though normally it's the same game,
There's
but
more sweat.
just a little bit different. Yeah, more sweat. Exactly. This year it's the same game. Literally same rosters, no rookies. Like everything's the same.
Do you think the game is gonna be better on next gen systems?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm planning on getting a next gen.
It facts.
So
I
we'll
think I
see
need to
how
get that
it
Spider-Man game on PS5.
goes. Oh, the Miles Morales.
Yeah,
I just played the PS4 Spider-Man.
such a good game.
It was you played it?
Yeah, I completed 100%.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
The
I grinded.
DLCs too?
No, not the DLCs.
You gotta get those. They're
Yeah, I
actually
know.
on sale for like $15.
Oh
now.
really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
They're instead of 30, it's like 15. But anyways, I remember I was just stuck on that last fight forever trying to fight Doctor Octopus.
Really?
Yeah, that
It's
last
not
one.
hard, yo. You just use your
I
special.
played on the hardest setting though,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give you that.
because I thought you had to play on the hardest setting to go at 100%.
No, you don't.
Oh, for real?
I played on like the second hardest.
Oh, I'm really. I'm really.
Hopefully, they don't copyright us for that.
Yeah, I know. I'm only like 80% done with it. But anyways, so that's just the thing that I don't like about it. So anyways, talking Madden, let's move on to the NFL. Starts off this Thursday, Chiefs Texans kicking it off. Mahomes Watson, as Stephen A. Smith would say, that's box office right there.
Facts. Deshaun Watson just got a big extension.
Yeah, talking about box office, 4 years, 39 mil a year.
It's not bad.
About 4 years, 160 after signing bonuses and everything. Who you got Thursday night? Chiefs, Texans?
Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Pretty
course.
obvious. Even as me as a non-NFL fan I'd put money on that.
Yeah, the Chiefs look good. They're obviously coming back with a really similar squad as last year. And Texans kind of look a little bit different. But
Yeah.
I'm excited. There's some games going down. Patriots fans, Patriots Dolphins.
That'd be
First
a good
game
game.
Sunday.
I feel like those are two pretty evenly matched.
Yeah,
games.
that is going to be a really even game. I got the Pats coming out on that. Cam Newton's first game.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be like a little bit of chemistry issues at first because
Yeah,
I feel like especially the Patriots like returning players are so used to like one play style. that
Yeah.
I feel like switching it up that drastically is gonna cause a little bit of issues, especially early in the season.
Yeah, I know what you mean. For sure. But moving back to Thursday night, I think it's going to be a good game, though. Both quarterbacks definitely know what they're going to do out there.
Facts.
They both do their thing every single game. For fantasy football aspects, so they're probably two of the top 5 quarterbacks taken in every draft.
Okay.
Those guys are they're both special, young game changers that are probably going to be running the AFC for a while.
Facts.
Lamar Jackson's up with them, too.
Yep. I feel like Lamar Jackson this is really gonna be his year to prove what he's worth.
Yeah, for sure. He really has to show up this year.
Because like last year he was a surprise in the league. You know what I mean? And when you're a surprise, you don't really, like people don't really know how to guard you or whatever.
Yeah,
That's in any sport. So
exactly.
now that they know like how to approach you, like it's gonna be a real experience for him.
Yeah, no, I agree 100% with you on that.
He might have like a off kilter season, like especially numbers wise if he doesn't adjust early.
Yeah, because teams are definitely going to adjust to him.
Facts.
I think a breakout player we can expect this year at the quarterback position is maybe Kyler Murray,
Okay.
quarterback on the Cardinals. In this kind of a similar situation as Lamar Jackson, a mobile quarterback.
He didn't play last season, right?
No, he did play.
did?
He did play, but the Cardinals weren't that good.
Okay.
But now they got him some more options around him, some more weapons. He has DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, wasn't he the kid that was he could have played baseball? Or
Yeah, he got
NFL?
drafted in both leagues. He's a very small quarterback.
Wow.
Yeah, he's very talented. A few NFL players have done that. Tom Brady's drafted in both leagues.
Really?
Yeah, he got drafted as a catcher.
Wow. What do you think
Wilson.
What do you think Kyler Murray should have done?
He should have went to baseball. To be honest, I think baseball you get paid more than the NFL,
Mm.
and you obviously don't take the hits.
Yeah, you have a longer career.
A longer career, you probably don't have to deal with CTE issues, all that stuff that
Mhm.
Antonio Brown had to deal with, O.J. Simpson, all those guys. So
Aaron Hernandez.
yeah, for sure. So moving on. So the Bengals just got a new quarterback this year.
Yeah, Joe Burrow. Actually, I've been watching a little bit of ESPN, Colby.
All right,
Like
all right.
I heard they had the number 1 pick. They got Joe Burrow from LSU. That are gone. They have a pretty alright offense, pretty meh defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
intrigued about the Bengals.
So they had the first pick for a reason. Obviously, they were the worst team in football last year.
Yep.
But a lot of that had to do with they didn't have a quarterback.
Okay.
And their best receiver was injured the whole year, AJ Green. But he's
Yep.
coming back this year ready to ball out.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's there now, first overall pick for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
He won the championship.
I watched that game surprisingly.
Yeah? What'd
Yeah.
you think? He was a baller, right?
Yeah.
Him against, Trevor Lawrence, the other quarterback?
Yeah.
I saw him practice.
Really?
Yeah, when I was in South Carolina, I saw him throwing the rock on the field.
Kobe's seen and met and had experience with a whole bunch of famous people.
Oh, for sure. Michael Rappaport, shout out. I doubt you're listening to this, but I met you one time, man.
Should definitely tell the Ray Allen story sometime on the podcast.
Yeah, I should. We'll, we'll say that in a minute.
All right.
So Joe Burrow, first pick for a reason. They have Joe Mixon and Joe Burrow in the backfield, quarterback, running back combo.
Okay.
Mixon's a good RB. He's a workhorse.
Mixon?
Mixon.
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 Nice.
Mixon, and they got Boyd over there still. They got a squad. Their defense, like you said, I don't really have any high expectations for their defense. Probably one of the worst in the leagues.
Yeah.
How what'd you call them?
Meh.
Meh.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's less than meh?
Ew.
Ew. Yeah. They're definitely ew. But I think they're in a tough division. They're in there with Lamar and the Ravens. The Steelers are coming back this year. They have Big Ben, Roethlisberger
Yep.
healthy, Juju. You know Juju, right?
Juju Brown?
Juju Smith-Schuster.
No, that was way off.
Juju Brown. No, Juju James Conner. All those guys are back for the Steelers. That's going to be a tough division. So that's what we got for the NFL today. We're excited for the season to come back. We'll definitely talk some NFL when games start popping off next podcast. We'll
Almost
talk about
definitely.
them.
Yeah.
For sure. Meech is going to start watching some games.
I'm gonna try to watch one a week.
One a week. We'll talk. We'll do that. And then he'll catch up he'll listen to all the analysis has to be on ESPN the next day.
Yeah. That's like hours and hours of film and So you want to tell the Ray Allen story?
Oh yeah, the Ray Allen story. Anyway, so one time my cousins invited me to this book signing, and I was like, all right, whatever, I'll buy a Ray Allen book. So I bought this book, and it was like, so the lady came around and asked us what Ray Allen wanted to write to us in the book, and then sign it. So I was like, from the second greatest shooter ever,
The disrespect.
Ray Allen. I wanted him to just sign that. And so when I brought him the book, he wouldn't sign it. And he was like, what, man, you want me to sign this? And then we actually got a picture of it, and he's like kind of looking at me like I disrespected him heavy. You've seen the picture,
Yeah,
right?
we'll post it on the page.
Yeah, we'll post it or something. It looks like I disrespected him heavy. But Ray Allen, shout out to you. You probably are the second best shooter ever. But
Yeah.
after that, I tagged him on a picture on Instagram.
Mhm.
I was like, I called Ray Allen the second best shooter ever. No disrespect or something. And then I tagged him in it. And then Ray Allen blocked me on Instagram. So now
I didn't
I
even
put
know
like
that.
hashtag overrated or something. So now I got a vengeance against Ray Allen.
Didn't you guys talk about like Jordan and LeBron?
Yeah, I asked him who his GOAT was, and he said it was MJ.
Yeah, so like
MJ.
you could have came back and been like, listen, like I love you, like, but like,
Yeah, but I can't really talk shit to him because he played with LeBron too.
yeah, but I'm saying,
And he
but
won
like,
chips with LeBron.
listen, like you're probably my favorite shooter of all time, but you're not the best. Like, you know, like.
Yeah, that's true. So speaking of an all-time great like Ray Allen, he's definitely going to be in here next. But we started saying we're going to do best teammates of all time each week.
Yeah.
So this week we're going to kick it off again with Dirk
Nowitzki,
German Jesus.
German Jesus.
Yeah, who you got his best teammate ever?
Definitely Jason Kidd.
Oh, okay. Explain yourself. Interesting.
I like Jason Kidd a lot because I feel like that whole team dynamic with Tyson Chandler and what's his face?
Jason Terry
Jason
was
Terry.
on that. Sean Marion.
Yep, Sean Marion. Like that team, I feel like without Jason Kidd, that team would have like fell apart. You know what I mean? Like you need like Dirk is one of those guys. He needs a really good point guard, and I think it's obvious that the second best choice is Steve Nash, but I think Jason Kidd was just a better point guard and a smarter point guard than Steve Nash.
Yeah,
He
he was more of a veteran.
Yeah.
When my pick is Steve Nash, but when you did have Steve Nash, he was a bit more younger.
Mhm.
He might have been better than Jason Kidd was at this point, but Jason Kidd was more of a veteran, knew how to handle the situation.
Exactly, which I think makes a more valuable teammate. especially in a basketball setting.
All right, yeah, I went with Steve Nash personally. I thought Steve Nash wasn't his best until he left
Yeah.
Dallas to go to Phoenix originally because he probably had to leave Dirk to become the player that he was.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
together, neither of them were really amazing, but they
Mhm.
were still great players. Have you ever actually seen the pictures of them like partying out in Dallas one
Yeah,
night?
but Perk Nowitzki.
Yeah, Perk Nowitzki dropped 30 on him, and Steve Nash like has his shirt ripped open.
I love those memes. With like you pull like imagine pulling up the Boston in 1986 to have this guy drop 30 on you. Here's like a
Oh
picture of
yeah,
Larry Bird in the truck.
yeah, of course. But no, I went with Steve Nash because he was probably just the better player. They were probably both young at the time. They couldn't just get it done. But I'm sure if they could figure out they figured out a contract situation and all that went down, then
I don't know, man. There's a reason why Jason Kidd brought home the chip. You know.
yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. LeBron did choke that series, but
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
so speaking of Steve Nash, what do you think about the hiring by the Nets?
I like it. I like it a lot. I feel like it makes sense because KD and Steve Nash they have a relationship. Kyrie looks up and respects Steve Nash a lot, and I feel like that'll definitely help with his locker room issues, like in the chemistry issues that Kyrie is known to have if he respects the coach.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he did have a respectful coach and someone that he respected in Ty Lue and Brad Stevens before,
Yeah.
I would think. So we'll see. Steve Nash, sorry, might just be a pushover to be honest. First time coach.
Hmm.
He never seemed like he was really that aggressive guy.
Yeah.
So I wonder how he's going to deal if Kyrie or KD come at him or something like that happens during the season. So that's what I'm most interested about.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm actually very excited for the hiring. I think they could work out. I think it could work out great or it could work out bad. To be honest, it's gonna be his probably one chance in coaching. Because if he can't coach a team this well,
Yeah.
with probably they're both probably top 5 players out east
Yeah.
next season.
And KD is one of the best players of all time.
Yeah, Katie, you're playing with a top 5 player in the league and arguably a top 10 player of the league
Yeah, all
with a
time. Yeah.
with a great surrounding cast around them. They kind of remind me of last year's Clippers. So they have a surrounding cast that was good enough to make the playoffs, but they didn't have that superstar. And the
Yeah.
next season they bring in 2 superstars, KD, Kyrie, Kawhi,
Hmm.
Paul George. So I think they can just take over the East next year, especially if Giannis is getting moved or if he looks to move.
I think Giannis, like the ones Giannis is like time up. Is it next season or the season
So he
after?
has another season to play with Milwaukee, but
Okay.
he could say, hey, I'm not going to resign with you guys. You might as well trade me now.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point.
And the only teams that I would go to are Golden State, Toronto, and Miami. So trade me to one of those teams. And if he made that public,
Yeah,
then obviously other teams wouldn't want to trade for him. So we'll see how it goes.
facts.
Maybe he wants to go to Dallas too. I've heard
Dallas, that'd be.
they
I
have
hope
one
not.
of. Well, I've heard also the Dallas and Lakers also sprinkled into there because they each have his brother on the team.
Yeah,
But
I really hope they don't trade him to Dallas.
No,
I
if he
don't.
went to Dallas, but Dallas doesn't have pieces to trade, so that's what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
only team that really has something
I
to
mean, unless they
trade
trade
right now.
KP.
Yeah, but you need more than Porzingis. You'd
KP,
want to like
like
really rebuild if you traded Giannis.
facts.
You'd want like picks.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Like you'd probably want like that Warriors pick. Like,
Yeah,
all right, but anyways, what were we talking about? Steve Nash and.
Steve Nash and
Oh my
the
God,
Nets,
Meech. We got way off
yeah.
topic.
It's all good.
But yeah, so I think that they might work out. So I think they're easily make it to the Final Four of the East next year. No matter who's their coach, they should be able to do that
Yeah,
with that squad. They could really elevate that. Steve Nash can really elevate that team maybe with his 7-second offense. I think he might run that with them.
you think
'Cause
so?
that's what he ran pretty much his whole career until he got to LA.
I don't know. I think that he has his own coaching methods in mind because Steve Nash is a really high IQ player. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I feel like he's just gonna work off the strengths that the players that he has, and like Kyrie isn't like really a 7-second guy to get his shot. He does all his little dribble drabbles and little handle moves and whatnot. You
Yeah,
know what
but
I mean?
maybe Nash will have to tell Kyrie that needs to stop if they want to win.
Well, I feel like that's how he gets himself in rhythm too.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
After
see.
watching Kyrie for 2 years, I kind of picked up on what gets him going.
He's an artist, bro.
Yeah.
So, free agent fits. You think any free agent coaches fit anywhere in specific off the top of your head? Pop's probably going back to the Spurs. I don't see
Yeah.
him leaving.
Because like that the whole Nets rumor isn't that is
Yeah,
now
that's
over.
already done. You see Pop? Not Pop. Sorry, I just said Pop. D'Antoni going anywhere?
Oh, I see him leaving and going somewhere. He might either retire, take a year off. Um, who needs a coach? The
There's some
the
the
Pacers.
Pelicans need a coach, Pacers need a coach.
I feel like he'd make the best impact in New Orleans.
Yeah, I like him in New
But
Orleans
didn't we talk
also.
about who we talked about going to New Orleans last season? Not last episode.
Ty Lue.
Yeah,
Ty Lue is close to agreeing to a deal with the 76ers right now.
yeah. Which I feel like doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think no, I think Ty Lue's definitely a player's coach, but I feel like the 76ers, they just need to they definitely need to get somebody else in there, a
They
different
need
kind of coach, like an
yeah.
enforcer.
They need like a exactly. Like I feel like they need a guy like D'Antoni or
Yeah, like a guy like
Tibbs.
D'Antoni. I don't
I know
know
Tibbs is
about
already. I know
Tibbs.
Tibbs is in New York already, but I,
Tibbs is crazy. He just runs his players. So he just runs them
facts.
into injuries.
But I'm saying like yeah. I mean, but you need someone like that has that mentality of like I'm the coach, you're the player.
Yeah, Doc Rivers, someone like
Yeah,
that. I know what you
exactly.
mean. Where do the Trailblazers go from here? After they just lost them 5 to the Lakers easy.
Run it back.
Run it back?
You're run it back with Melo.
Yeah, I think it's time for them to blow it up. They don't have a chip coming in their future anytime soon, I think.
I think they could. I think they. I think.
I don't see anything. They're in a small market in Portland. Nobody
Mm,
really wants to go out there free agency. They don't have any draft picks.
I feel like they struggled so much this season just due to injury. So I feel like you just trade your prone players or whatever
But
for
who's
like for some picks or whatever.
but Whiteside's out in free agency. He's not coming back.
I
It's
think
just
I don't know.
back up to Nurkic.
That's a good point. I
He's
mean,
definitely going
unless he likes
somewhere.
it there.
Yeah, but they don't have enough to pay him. Dame and CJ are both getting maxes.
That's a good point. Where do you think Whiteside is gonna go?
He doesn't. He's kind of not like in the modern NBA. He doesn't really fit as well as
Mm.
he's. I could see him getting somewhere like a $10 to $15 million contract. Not even that. Maybe
I like
some
to see him in Boston.
Boston. Yeah, that's the kind of guy that they need. I could see him. Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas could see him. He's like. I think he's no better than JaVale or Dwight Howard right now.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think he's like that kind of player. Not Drummond, but
Yeah.
that's their kind of play style, just like an old school center.
Yeah. Like someone who can just block, rebound,
Yeah, of course,
get a
of
couple,
course.
get a couple putbacks.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, I would like to see him in Boston, to be honest. That would fit well. Maybe the Clippers could pick him up this offseason if Montrezl Harrell leaves.
You think
Because
he will?
Montrezl Harrell's a free agent. He's going to want a big time bag after winning Sixth Man of the Year.
Facts.
I think he definitely wants it after just making like $5 million a year, being a second round draft. Or he
Imagine
went
Montrez
undrafted, right?
Imagine Montrez in Boston.
Yeah, but I feel like they need someone a little bit bigger than
Yeah.
that. They'd have to get rid of Hayward for that to happen too.
Facts.
Hayward trade to the Pacers for. I've seen Turner and Jeremy Lamb they get in return.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I think it works for both teams. Pacers get a score they could throw out there. They could give Sabonis the whole paint,
Mm-hmm.
and Boston brings in their big man that they need, and they get another guard score.
Yeah. And
come
then we
off
can
their
then we can
bench.
sign like bench guys like Hassan Whiteside and
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Imagine
Hassan
what-
Whiteside's gonna be an interesting one this year. I don't
Yeah.
really know where he may go.
I didn't even know that he was a free agent this year.
Yeah, he's coming up. Montrez is coming up. DeMar's coming up. DeMar has an option he can opt into. AD has an option he can opt into.
You think DeMar's gonna stay in San Antonio?
No, I think he might opt out.
Go back to Toronto?
I could actually see them taking him back.
Yeah.
I could see them taking him back. They could actually probably run one back with him, to be honest. If he was up there, I can see them going to the
For the finals?
Eastern Conference Finals at least.
Yeah, I think so too.
East is going to be good for a couple years. East has some teams that are built.
I'm really afraid of the Nets.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how KD can come back next year. We'll see how KD can come back for sure. And so yeah, we just wrapped up everything we got NBA wise. We're gonna move to top 5 do or die.
We're gonna talk about posse cuts.
Yeah, top 5 posse cuts all
So
time.
for all of you non-hip hop heads out there, a posse cut is when 3 or more rappers hop on the same song that aren't usually affiliated with each other or like affiliated as a group. So it's like just 2 guest verses or more. So yeah, Colby.
Exactly. So we're gonna start with our top 5. Coming in at 5, I have "Swagger Like Us" by Jay-Z, Kanye West, Lil Wayne, and T.I.
Yep. My 5. So my 5 is really in no order. So probably the first one is "Really Dope" off of Danny Brown's Atrocity Exhibition. It's a really dope album cut. Um, dope verses all the way around. Dope beat by Black Milk. Um, I love the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. I'm going in with my fourth one. Yeah, like Meech said, these are in no order. I have this one. It's not necessarily one of my favorites, but this is definitely one of the all-time classic posse cuts when I think about it. It's Bitch Please 2.
Yeah, that's a
With
good one.
Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and Eminem's actually really young on it. It's
Yeah,
like,
I think that's like right after the Slim Shady LP.
yeah, and he actually keeps up with them on it. He actually
Well, that's
spits.
when I feel like that's when he was in his prime, like at his best, like right at like in that point
Oh yeah.
between Slim Shady LP and right before Marshall Mathers LP. I feel like that's like prime Eminem.
All right. I respect it. Yeah, I mean those are just like three godfathers of hip hop right there,
Yeah,
all
definitely.
hopping on a song together. I think it's a nice joint. I like it. Coming in
Um,
at 4.
my number four is One Train off the ASAP Rocky joint with Action Bronson, um, Big Crit, Danny Brown, Kendrick Lamar,
Oh
Joey
yeah.
Badass. So many good, like probably like all the best dudes out of like the technically the new school of hip hop, like the like early 2010s, like all those dudes, they all come in and they all like kill it. Like, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. The beat is dope. ASAP Rocky, in my opinion, has the best verse.
Yeah, I could never really get into ASAP Rocky like that.
I, he's like a he's definitely I don't love like whole albums by him, but like he's
Right,
definitely
right.
like he has really good songs like that stand really well by themselves.
All right, I feel you. I feel you. At 3 for me, I have Control with Kendrick,
That's a
Big
really good one.
Sean, Jay Electronica. 3 vets in this game.
Yeah,
Three.
I'll never forget when that Kendrick verse dropped. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That really shook the game up. Everybody thought it was gonna be like a reignition of the East Coast West Coast beef when he says it, like I'm the king of New York, like
Oh shit.
like everyone all that. You know what I mean? Like everybody was freaking out. Everybody was making diss tracks. Like I remember like dudes like Joel Ortiz, Meek Mill was coming back. Like a whole bunch of people like were not happy with Kendrick at that point in hip hop
Yeah.
history.
He was about to have Hove take it personal and have to come out of retirement or something back
Facts.
then. But no, but that's just a good song. 3 vets, like I said. Jay Electronica brings it. He ends the song. Big Sean starts it off pretty fire
Yeah,
actually. I'm not really a big fan of Big Sean all the time, but I liked his verse on that
that's
one.
definitely one of his better songs.
I definitely like Big Sean more with other artists. I
Yeah.
think other artists definitely bring the most out of him. 3 for you?
43.
Yeah.
So mine was a toss up between Armageddon and John Blaze. Um, both big pun songs, both with similar track lists, but I gotta go with John Blaze because that Nas verse is dope. Um,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
just that song, the both those songs
Nas
are really
kills
good.
it on that.
Like I don't know, I'm a big pun fan. I've always been since I was like a kid. So I don't know, I had to put one of those songs on here.
Lil
You know what I mean?
Meech, I could see this kid in his diapers out here rocking with the boombox, rocking Big Pun
Oh,
out
I had a triple fat goose jacket,
here.
like some work boots, like oversized clothes. I looked like a Wu Tang Clan reject when I was in fifth grade.
Coming in at 2 for me. I got 2 bangers to end it. I'm going with Appalled,
That's
Kanye West,
it's a really
Jay
good one.
Z, Pusha T, Rick Ross,
That's
and
a great one.
they all have fire verses. Ye comes off spitting. Hoves are fire.
Hmm.
Tells people to suck his balls through his draws.
Yeah, Spalding balls, all y'all can suck my balls to my draws.
Yeah, I know, bro. We could rap that whole thing right now. But my most favorite line from that is when it's actually pretty iconic when Jay Z's like, uh, dark night feeling, down to be a hero, live
Long enough to see yourself become a villain. Yeah,
That one's mad iconic from it. But no, yeah, it's just like that's like a Justice League album.
that is like
For
that. That's like the Rap Justice League, to be honest.
yeah, especially all those guys know each other. They all spit with each other all the time, so they all know how to get the best out of each other and stuff. So
I don't know if this is still the case, but Pusha T said that that's his best verse.
no, Pusha T does kill it.
Yeah,
He does kill it too. I think he definitely has the best verse on that whole song.
oh, most definitely. What are we at, number two now?
Number 2, yeah.
So my number two is definitely Mobb Deep's with Nas and Raekwon, Eye for an Eye. Such a good song. The beat's dope. It's off probably my favorite Mobb Deep album. Probably my favorite song on that album. Nas really comes through with that on that verse. So doesn't Raekwon. It's just a crazy song. You know what I mean?
I hope we don't get copyrighted for rapping on just Jay Z right there.
Oh, we're fine. We're good.
All right.
We don't sound like Jay-Z. If anything, we gotta worry about that reggaeton that was just playing a couple minutes ago.
Number one for me, Victory. With
Yeah, that's a good one.
Big, Busta Rhymes, P Diddy.
Yeah.
Nobody,
Lil C's.
nobody does it better
Yeah.
than that song. When that beat dropped, that stuff probably just changed the world.
With
We weren't around to.
With the Rocky sample in the back.
Well, yes, of course. Then Big, it's like it reminds me of just like introducing a villain on a movie.
Facts.
Like he just
Like in the
comes
commission, you ask for permission to hit him.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
Such a
my
good one.
God. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite one all time. P Diddy comes on strong. Busta Rhymes with the nice kind of like it's almost like a sample of what he does.
Yeah.
It's like his voice in the back over.
I mean, it's not particularly a sample. I think it's just like a quick little hook. You know what I mean? Keep it short and simple.
That's true. That's true.
So this definitely isn't my favorite of all time. The
It
fifth
just
one.
happened to be one on your list.
Yeah. So it's probably Odd Future's oldie.
Okay.
Like introduced me to Odd Future and some of my favorite artists of all time. Like Tyler the Creator. That's the first time I ever heard him. Earl Sweatshirt, Frank Ocean. You know, all those guys. They all came in with Doverse. It's a really fun track. The music video was fun. You know.
Absolutely. I've never seen the music video for
It's a
that.
nostalgia track. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And best hip hop album of all time this week, we're gonna do the best Notorious B.I.G., Biggie Smalls, Christopher Wallace. He
Yep.
goes by so many names. Big Papa,
Mm-hmm.
the rap genius.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite? Mine's gonna be a little different.
Well, different. Mine's definitely Ready to Die. It has to be Ready to Die.
All right.
Too many classics. Too many great guest verses. Just all with amazing production. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say Ready to Die too. It is a great album.
What do you mean? So that wasn't a different choice.
No, my choice.
Oh,
My
okay.
favorite Biggie Smalls album is his after he passed away, his duets album. If you want to count.
Wow.
You don't like that album?
I mean, it's okay.
What? That album is a banger right now, Meech.
It's all right, I guess.
I will name all the bangers off of it right now.
I thought you were gonna say like Born Again.
No way. I like What You Want with him, Jay-Z. Living the Life with Snoop, Ludacris.
I'm pretty sure a lot of those verses are recycled too.
1970 something. You don't like none of these
Such
joints?
a disappointment.
Living in Pain, Beef, Mikasa, Hold Your Head with Bob Marley.
You think that's better than like Life After Death, Born Again, Ready to Die?
No, I told you, I agree with
Okay.
you. That's the best one.
All right, okay.
But I'm not gonna just say the same thing you just
All right,
said.
yeah, I get it. But Life After Death is definitely like his second best album.
No,
You don't think so?
I like the duets, bro.
Wow. Well, all right. So what makes duets better than Life After Death?
Just it's like different. It's just like a different style of Big. More better features for sure.
Well, yeah, because all the features were told like, listen, like this is the last thing that technically Biggie Smalls is gonna release, and like, so like you better make it count.
Yeah, but it's fire. The features came. They kicked the ass.
The only song I liked on that album was the Eminem song.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Like we're doing some Googles real quick.
Oh, It Has Been Said.
Yeah.
P Diddy's on it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, no, that I think that's definitely his second best album because he definitely switches up the flow a whole bunch of times. It's not the one Biggie that we normally know where he's just spitting
Yeah,
hard.
that's the best Biggie though.
I know, but we still get it on there.
Is your Biggie your best rapper of all time? Like the greatest of all time? Is he your goat to you?
No, Jay-Z's my goat.
Jay-Z? Okay.
Jay-Z's my goat.
Big is my goat.
But you can't say that Big doesn't go hard on this duet.
I mean,
album.
yeah, I guess so.
On What You Want, the first. Have you heard that song?
I think I don't know. I
The
haven't
first
listened
line he
to
goes-
that album since it came out.
Oh.
And I remember I hated it.
He goes, throw your hands in the sky. I'm sticking ice picks on the tip of you.
Oh.
Give your testicles a swift kick. That's how he starts off, bro. You can't tell me he doesn't
That's
go
classic
hard.
Biggie though.
Yeah, that's true. And that's
Oh,
how
my
he
goodness.
starts it off, and I'm like, all right. So I respect it.
This episode's definitely a PG-13 episode.
Two truths and a lie.
All right.
Yeah, so that's definitely my second favorite, but no, you were right on the first one for sure. And
Man,
we're gonna end you guys.
I still can't believe that you don't like Life After Death. Better like more than duets. Like it just there's some like Bone Thugs and Harmony. Is on like that album that he has on Notorious stuff.
Duets.
Like oh my goodness, I can't do it. Can't do it today, Colby.
coming at you. This is Raw Podcast, and I'm giving you my emotions. At least it's better than me saying Captain Marvel's a top 5. That's a little sneak peek for you guys. Wait till that comes out. We got a Marvel special coming out for you guys sometime soon with this special guest. But
All right.
we're gonna end you guys off with the normal thing that we do every week. We're gonna end you with 2 Truths and a Lie NBA edition. This is our 3rd week of doing it.
Yep.
Meech lost week 1.
We're still working out the kinks too.
I won week 2. So he's gonna ask me 5 questions.
Okay.
About 5 different NBA players. I have to get 3 of them right. He's gonna give me 3 facts. 2 of them are truthful. 1 of them's a lie about the player. I have to get the lie. I have to call out the lie for 3 out of the 5 players to move on to do it next week. You guys can play with us at home.
Okay.
You got it pulled up yet?
Yep.
All right. I was just kind of stalling you guys for a couple seconds so
fine.
each can pull it up.
All right. So Kawhi Leonard, he is a father. In his rookie year,
He has a father?
He is a father.
Oh, okay.
In his rookie year, he placed 4th in Rookie of the Year voting. He was the only player from the Spurs to be selected to play in the Rising Stars Challenge of 2012.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the second one.
Okay. DeMar DeRozan. He wasn't even ranked in the top 10 for college recruits in the nation from the class of 2008. He didn't even average 15 points per game in his college year. He started all 35 games for the Trojans.
Ooh, that one's tough. I don't know anything about DeMar DeRozan's college career hoops. College hoops career, sorry. I'll go with the first one.
Okay.
Where that he wasn't a top 10 draft recruit.
All right. So Vince Carter.
Okay.
He became the 7th player in NBA history to record at least 2,000 career points. Three-pointers.
All right, I can believe that.
He opened a restaurant, Vince Carter's, which closed in 2016. He was recognized as in 2000 as Child Advocate of the Year.
I'm gonna say the 3rd one. I don't know if he's ever been Child Advocate of the Year. That is kind of a weird thing to make up, though.
Yeah, facts. He started growing his beard because he was too lazy to shave. And James Harden. I'm sorry, James Harden.
All right, I assume when you said beard and lazy. No disrespect. I'm sorry.
2 things synonymous with James Harden. He has never averaged less than 10 points per game in a season. He has never averaged more than 2 steals per season.
I'm gonna go with the second one. That he's never averaged less than 10 points per game. I feel like he's had to average less than 10 his first year off the bench in OKC.
Okay,
We'll see.
This is the
5th one.
Yep, this is the 5th one. So Dwight Howard, he was honored as one of the 35 greatest McDonald All-Americans. He was born into a family with strong athletic connections.
Yep, I believe that too.
He finished 2nd in Rookie of the Year votings.
Yeah, the 3rd one's the lie.
Okay.
I believe he won Rookie of the Year.
So you got more than 3 out of 5 right. I just gotta look for the.
Let's get it.
All right, so the ones you got right were, so Dwight Howard you got right, James Harden you got right, DeMar DeRozan you got right, and Vince Carter you got wrong. He was recognized as 2000.
Damn, I knew that one was too weird.
Wait, no, actually. Yeah.
And then the first one?
And Kawhi Leonard, you got wrong.
Okay, so I did 3 for 5 exactly?
Yep.
Alright, I'm moving on. I'll take it.
Alright, is that everything?
Yeah, that's everything, man. Alright, thank you guys for showing up to the
appreciate
fifth
you guys.
episode. Hoops will be back. We'll be back with you in about a week or so.
Yeah.
We'll see what's going on. Thank you guys for listening. Take it easy.
Peace out.